Alright guys, coming to you with another how-to video. This is going to be the how-to of how to run through the stress echo package on the M8 or M9. They're both the same thing. The M8s and the M7s are very similar, except I believe the M8 is going to make you select your pre-images selection prior to actually going in and doing your cine loop for your quads in the post section. But nevertheless, I'm going to walk you through this so that way you know which buttons and what to maneuver. Now, just like most stress machines, it does have the instructions kind of popping up on the lower left-hand corner of the screen. So just like Philips and GE. So if you get lost, then you kind of know that here, but I'm going to walk you through and show you directly which buttons to do, okay? So I'm going to flip this around, and I've got myself hooked up. So we have an EKG. The images will not acquire unless you have an EKG running clearly, okay? So always make sure that your leads are staying clear during the process of doing your exam. So if you needed to, I know a lot of our doctors go through and actually pick, do your EF and color selection and everything before you actually go into your quads. Some doctors do that, some don't. So if you needed to do that, you could go through and, collect your images accordingly. But when you're ready to go into the stress package, this is what you do. You're going to go to your cursor. You're going to go to stress echocardiogram on the upper left-hand corner of the screen. And then this treadmill 4-stage, exercise auto select 4x4 should be selected. If it's not already selected, then that's what you're going to want to highlight. And then when you're ready, you're going to take your cursor and click OK. Okay, so sorry, I have a spam call coming through. Okay, so on the lower left-hand corner, again, instructions are coming through. So it's asking you to please update the fix ROI size. This is your box selection screen, okay? So if you need to do that, you can hit the kidneys to adjust. Once you are happy with the size, you're going to hit update to confirm this into place. Now again, once you lock that into place, you're not going to be able to change it, okay? And that includes pie size and everything. So you want to make sure that everything is set the way you want it before you take it into official, capture mode. Okay, so I'm happy with that. We're going to hit update. And now on the upper left-hand corner of the screen, you can see it's asking for our parasternal long. You can see that the red button, red dot is right next to that. So once you're ready, this is going to pick the last 4 images. So when you're ready to select the pictures, it's telling us that we need to hit the save button to start acquiring. Now again, this is kind of tricky because on the resting echoes, our brains are kind of already set to want to hit the P1 button when we're selecting, but you're going to want to hit the save button here, okay? This button here. So when you're ready, we'll just count it down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to hit save. Okay, so there's our metaphorical, beautiful parasternal longs that we've taken. Look how lovely those are. Okay, we're going to select a couple of those. You really only need to select 1. I usually do about 2. So again, get your cursor, and we'll just take 1 and 2. When your green boxes are highlighted over the images, that has it selected. And then over here on the right-hand corner, you see the view, parasternal long, and there's 2 selected by it. And you're under resting mode, okay? Once you're ready for that, you're going to take your cursor to move to the next view. You're going to hit acquire. And now you see it's asking for the parasternal short axis mode. Okay, so let's go ahead and capture those. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to hit save, and then we're going to go right back in. So I've got 4 beautiful, parasternal short axes picked at the papillary level. Look how gorgeous those are. Let's do 3 and 4 this time. Okay, so again, parasternal short, we've got the 2 selected, we're ready to move on, cursor, we're going to take it back to acquire. Now it's asking for our 4 chamber. All right, so let's get those 4 chambers, 1, 2, 3, 4, hitting the save button to save them, and now we've got our 4 selection. So we're going to do, let's get crazy this time, let's do 1 and 4. All right, so again, 4 chambers over there, you've got your 2 selected. Once you're ready, you're going to go to acquire, and we're going to get that last view, that equal 2-chamber view. Once we're ready to select, ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to hit the save button. We've got our 4 pictures. Look how lovely those are. Okay, let's do 2 and 3 this time. Okay, so again, You've got your 2 picked. All of my resting are taken here. We can see that they're selected and ready to go, okay? Now, you are ready for the post quads. In order to get your machine set up for that, you're gonna go and hit acquire, and then down there at the bottom, you can see it's asking to press save again to start acquiring. Sorry about that, somebody's outside. Now, in order to select the cine loop, all you're gonna do is hit the save button when you get the patient back from the treadmill, and it's just gonna take a continuous loop so you can run through your views. So I normally run through, 4, 2, long, short, all that good stuff, and then whenever I'm ready and I have picked all the pictures that I'm good with, let's say the heart rate. Oh my goodness, we're clearly making a video here. The heart rate has dropped below 100 and we are done with the post pictures. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and act like we're taking the cine loop, okay? So here we go. We're going to go to the save button and we're going to start acquiring. And now you can see that under the peak mode, it is starting to collect and it's got the little percentage there. So we're going to do, 4 chamber, we're going to do 2 chamber, we're going to swing up to our parasternal long, we're going to take our short axis, we're taking all the pictures we need, heart rate's still above 100, and we are golden, going. Okay, so we've gotten all the pictures that we want, we're done collecting our post images. Now, you're going to go down here to your cursor, and you are going to hit end acquisition, okay? End acquisition. It's going to say, are you sure you really want to end the acquisition for this exam? You're going to say yes. Click that kidney. Okay, so now you can see on the left-hand corner, it's in the resting mode, or right-hand corner, excuse me. So you want to hit this peak pictures and you want to make sure that you highlight the view that you're going to collect from. So right now, let's say I took my parasternal or my apical force first. So let's select that. And let's just go through and select as many as we want, okay? And you can see the green squares highlighting them. I've got 4 selected here. Now, if you need to toggle through the pages over here on the lower right-hand corner, you can select down, okay? So once you're ready to get the next view, you need to highlight it, apical 2, and let's take a couple of those. Okay, so again, I want to highlight the longs now. And let's do 1, 2, 3. And you see too that these also have the label right here, okay? Now, we're gonna do our last view here. Let's get highlighted over the short axis. And then again, let's say we need to toggle through a couple. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of lung, we don't like those. All right, good. Now we've got parasternal short axis. Let's go ahead and select those. Okay, so as you can see, we're under the peak mode over here. All of our pictures are picked, except for 2 chamber. Apparently I didn't get those. So let's just metaphorically capture some more here. Let's do those 2. Okay, so now we have 3, 2, 4, and 2. Parasternal long, we've got parasternal short axis, and we've got the apical 4s and 2s, and we're under peak again, okay? Now, if you needed to go back and look at the resting, you could adjust them if you wanted to, if you needed to deselect or select other pictures. But we're under the resting tab here. All of our pictures are taken and selected. We've got an option for each view, and then we look under the peak, we've got options for each view. From here, you want to take your cursor when you're done selecting all your pictures. You want to click the delete unselected. This is going to take out any pictures, any cine loops that you did not select. So you want to make sure at this point you've selected everything that you want to go into the final product. Once you do this, you can't go back, okay? So delete unselected. It's going to say, are you sure you want to delete? We're going to hit OK. And then from here, you're just going to hit end exam. Yes, and then you're going to transfer as usual. So we'll go to iStation, we'll highlight the patient here, and then we'll go to send, and then VidiStar OK. And that is how you get through the stress on the M8, M9 package.